Education Minister Buti Manamela is expected to weigh in on the ongoing violent protests at the Fort Hare University. He's scheduled to give a briefing on the 2024-25 annual report on the Higher Education Department in Pretoria this morning. The department tabled its annual report to Parliament on the 30th of September this year to ensure accountability in the post-school education system. Newzroom Africa's Zola Shalana joins us now live with more on this. Zola, good morning once again. So the department has been faced with a number of issues, either be it ICT systems, inadequate student accommodation, and we do know that the financial year is coming to an end, rather the academic year is coming to an end, and many of those matriculants will be looking for placements in a lot of the higher education facilities within the country. Is the department making any headway with regards to some of the challenges that have persisted within the department?
Well, Katlaho, those are answers that the minister will be, attending to, as we understand that during the tenure of Minister Blade Zamande, he did mention that they are aware of the challenges that are faced by matriculants when they are trying to apply for tertiary education. And the biggest issue was the issue of their IT systems and communication. But we do know that they will be touching on that as well, on how to improve those systems so that matriculants do not have this very same challenges that they have had in the past, few years. We also know that there has been an issue with, the NSFAS and how they're running their systems from communication, and sometimes some students complaining that, their payments have not gone through. All those kind of challenges, those are answers that we are anticipating to hear from the minister. Now, we also know that the biggest issue of today's briefing is the issue of Fort Hare, and I'm joined by Prof. Ahmed Bawa, who was amongst the team that was actually deployed to attend to the issue of Fort Hare. Prof, thank you very much for your time. I mean, we have seen the damage that has happened at Fort Hare University. You are amongst the team that was deployed to attend to that. What is your observation?
Well, first of all, the damage is devastating. I mean, the estimate is that we're looking at 250 million rand or something like that. Devastating impact on the academic program and the administration and so on. The really critical issue, it seems to me at this stage, is trying to understand, how to get back the academic year, because the campus has been closed, and the minister will give some updates on that today. We are aware that the council is meeting tomorrow, and to lay out a plan of how to reopen the academic program. And the minister has implored the council to ensure that the academic year is not in jeopardy. There were a number of issues that were raised in these consultations. Some of them had to do with issues around governance. There were a range of issues around the reappointment of the Vice-Chancellor that was raised. Issues around institutional culture were raised, and so on. So a number of issues, and we met with the council yesterday, and we had a frank discussion. They've also provided a report, which is a very detailed report. So we're hoping that that within a week or so, academic activities will proceed, and more importantly, even in the short term, there's a shift to online learning and so on. So with all the complexities of that,
Yeah. We also know that the minister will be touching on, the annual report that was tabled before Parliament. What should we expect, understanding that there were a lot of flaws that were picked up?
Correct. I think that what he'll be focusing on is really how future annual plans will have to be much more kind of detailed, much more in tune with the strategic plan of the department, that the performance targets are all properly laid out and so on. And more importantly, it seems to me, is just trying to understand whether the department as it's currently structured is optimally so to meet the demands that is required of it.
Do we know when students will be called back to campus, understanding that the academic calendar is currently suspended?
Yeah, we don't know yet. You mean the University of Fort Hare? Yeah, we don't know yet. We suspect that, not we suspect, we are aware that the council's meeting tomorrow will lay out a reopening plan, if you like, which will include when students will be called back and so on. But we don't think it should be more than a week. I mean, that's what we're hopeful for. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You've also mentioned, Prof, that there's suspicions that this is not just an anger, by students or frustration. It does have an element of criminality to it.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, we, all the constituencies that we spoke to, including the council and the management, all kind of provided not evidence, but provided concerns, if you like, of the role of criminality in these activities. Now, it might have involved students, but there's also concerns about the fact that there might be external parties who stand to lose financially, through all the investigations that are going on and so on. They too might have been involved in this and might in fact have stirred on the burnings and so on. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Prof. Bawa, for your time, and advisor to the Minister of Higher Education, whom we'll be speaking to shortly, any time from now.